Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching You. This is episode 2 of season 3. Hopefully you guys are excited for this video because the first episode of this season was absolutely crazy. I did not expect it. It did not go down the way I thought it was going to go, and that is because at the end of last season, Joe finished the episode looking over into the garden of his neighbour saying he's here watching you, and that is exactly what he is doing as well. He's actually fantasizing about her in this episode, you know, all this front of it looking like he's going to start a new life away, and you know, him and Love are going to rekindle their relationship. It seems like it's a false front. He's just doing it so that he can have a relationship with his baby, and they've lost a connection between each other because all episode, it seemed like he was giving her a cold shoulder, and then we actually seen him fantasizing, looking at his next door neighbour, you know. He followed her to the supermarket and he was in his car. She opened the door, she got in, she started kissing him. I fell for it just exactly the same way as I fell for Love in, you know, in the first episode of last season. It was him fantasizing. Now, she knocked on and gave him some, I think, condoms and some nappies or something, and she was flirting a little bit, and then obviously she went on her way. And then later on in the episode, she invited him round for a drink because she seen him looking at her through the window. Now, obviously, she was saying now she feels like her relationship hasn't got a spark anymore and it's not going very well. And Joel said the same. And then she started kissing him. Joe managed to push off and say, look, mate, I don't know if you misread the signs, but we can't do this. Fair play to Joe, you know, he did let it go a little too far, but he ended up stopping himself. What he ended up doing, which he's done in all the seasons, is steal something. He stole underwear. Again, I just don't get that side of him, but he stole it. And he stole it in a box. What was interesting is, obviously, Love has no suspicions right now, nothing. They get invited to a local town party, and while they're there, she's talking to Natalie and they're getting along really well. Now, obviously, she does know that Joe went round and had drinks with Natalie, because Joe actually told her. He said, yep, you know, we went round, we had a drinks, and we had a few conversations. When he was at the party, Natalie mentioned to Love that it's crazy that you two have never been around to the house before. Straight away, Love knows something's going on, because you've got Joe saying he went round, you've got her saying they've never been round. She started asking questions. Are you sleeping with her? Joel's like, no. To be fair to Joe, he's telling the truth. He actually told the truth all episode. Ended up getting a lot of things off their chest, and then obviously they went home. While he was at the house, she ended up looking around. She was cleaning. She found where Joe was hiding his stash. She opened the box. She seen that she had her underwear in there. And then obviously she's put her plan together, mate. She's asked Natalie, who's a realtor, can she look at a store that's in downtown? She's thinking about opening her own bakery. She's gone. She's took her in. She's looking around. She's like, this is decent. Can we look at the basement? Natalie's like, sure. Went downstairs. What's Love done? She's picked up an axe and absolutely chopped her, mate. She's killed her in episode 1, where I actually thought that what was going to happen is Love was going to get suspicious and she was going to be watching them all season. She was going to be the stalker. She was going to be the one looking at them, doing Joe, what we've seen in the first seasons, but it was going to be reversed. But no, straight away, boom, she's killed her, and she rang Joe and said, I need your help, or something like that. Madness, mate. I cannot wait for today's episode, and hopefully you guys are excited too. So thanks for clicking on today's video. If you do enjoy it, please smash the like. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into episode 2 of season 3 of You.
So what brings you in?
What? Don't wake him up.
What did you do?
We had a fight. Obviously. You wouldn't be here if you hadn't.
Yeah, I caught him cheating.
Oh, good. We're diving right in.
I didn't cheat.
Technically.
I caught him about to cheat. It's the same thing.
The difference is that I almost did a bad thing and she actually did a terrible thing, but I can't say what she did, so I'm the villain.
She flew off the handle, broke a vase.
I broke a vase. It's just sometimes I get passionate.
What are you doing?
Her phone, love, her trackable, traceable phone. Did you even stop to think about that before you buried an axe in our mirror?
Not good at this. I don't do this. You backed me into a corner and I was trying to protect our family.
Let me focus!
It's good acting in this between both of them, man. One's panicking and kind of like one's going mad.
Okay, love, we need a story. A reason she died.
She was unstable and unhappy, and she killed herself.
Bury her in the woods.
Because that works so well with Candace.
She's been holding my past relationships against me. Okay. You know, in LA, there was this man named Jasper who came after me, and he needed to disappear.
Hey, what did you do?
I broke him down into smaller parts.
How? With like a saw?
Yes. Also, you know, eventually it had to be, in the end, a meat grinder was the way to get him.
You did this. You put our family in danger, love.
Yeah, that has been a very, very good start to the episode. Now, I have to know what happened to Candice and what happened to Delilah. I raised those questions last season, yeah? She stabbed Candice outside of she stabbed her inside the storage facility unit, like in the walkways where everybody can walk up and down. And then a couple seconds later, she come back in to speak to Joe. And I said, what's going on there? Like, who's cleaning up that blood? Where's the body gone? Where are the cameras? It's got to be on video. No, obviously, I'll pretend there was no cameras. Let's just wipe them away. They couldn't afford it, even though storage facility would, because people can rob the places. But they don't have them. For some reason, it wasn't working. What happened to the bodies, though? How did they get out and where have they gone? Have we seen all of Joe's that he's done? How he's tried to dispose of them? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we had Candice, he tried to bury her. Benji, he obviously burned him. We had Beck. What happened to Beck, actually? Oh, yeah, Beck. Did he bury her again and then frame Nikki and he was found again? The one that he was just saying there referenced, he chopped him up. He used a meat thing. All of his kills, I believe, we've actually seen some sort of disposal. Now, this one here, we've had 2 people killed and not seen how or where they've gone and who's been involved in the cover-up. Very interesting. His acting again was very good. I feel like he is cast so very well. She's acted good, but I feel like he is perfect for Joe. He's honestly perfect.
So we don't know where to go from here.
You don't know where to go from here. He may not know either, but when you speak in we, you leave no room for his individual experience. I don't think this fight has anything to do with Joe so-called cheating.
She doesn't?
You don't.
Not really.
Joe's going to
So-
start talking now.
Why don't you tell me what you went through alone in the aftermath of the argument?
After the fight, I felt obligated to get rid of her for good.
Fuck love. Fuck her. Fuck this. Fuck whoever made these little fucking bags. Where the fuck is that little perforated line? Which fucking end is it?
All right, Natalie. This is the story of your disappearance. One question. As a cute cabin you manage 30 minutes out on the border, car, phone, iPad, and all their invasive location tracking technologies will take a scenic drive to the property. Natalie, although your stuff will make it to the cabin, you simply disappear.
Smart, just in case anyone takes a
Here's
picture.
the problem. My wife left us to clean up. Natalie, your trackables and your body need to part ways somewhere a person would reasonably pull over. And I need to find some magically perfect place to leave you. I'm worried about Henry.
It's not wiped any of it
I don't
down, though.
recognize
None
love
of it.
anymore. When I'm done cleaning up Love's mess, I am packing my bags, taking Henry, and getting the fuck out.
Love, you must listen.
I am listening, every word. Why does everybody think I'm impulsive?
Who is everybody?
You know, she's good.
Why didn't you answer my calls?
Oh, I've been busy. I signed a new lease on a cute little bakery in town. I need to start stocking the shop.
Well, I told you the Quinn family finances were in flux right now.
We'll figure it out.
You know, it all feels a tad impulsive.
What is it about these
Oh, it's good.
labels that are so hurtful?
It's hard to stay angry when she's so... But what's not to get? She's relatable, except for the part where she's an axe. Is that gettable? Is it my fault if I don't want to get that?
At the store.
You need a hand with any of this?
No, I'm good.
I'm Theo, by the way. What's your name?
I'm married, and half these groceries are for my baby.
Yeah. If there's one thing I know about babies, they really love yeast. Yeah.
You're from here?
I am, and you are new. So you got a new town, new baby, new bakery, banging body.
Stranger paid you so much attention.
Because it felt so good. And then really sad.
And just like that, she's the victim again.
I haven't been as present as I would like. Parenthood is an adjustment. I'm here, right?
So why
It's very
didn't
good.
you leave her?
Before we dive into this, right, I'm actually really enjoying it now. It's funny because Joe keeps saying she's flipping it back onto him, like, loves the victim. And do you think, my question is, do you think she's doing that purposely? Because, like, from what I'm listening, she's just expressing how she's actually feeling. So like, I don't think she's purposely trying to flip the story that she's a victim. Like, I just feel like she's expressing the feelings of the situations that she finds herself in. So just like then, when she said it, that was truthful, you know, like I was happy, but then I was also sad because I didn't want a stranger to do it. I wanted my husband to do it. Now, I don't feel like she intended to blame Joe in any way. I just feel like that's a natural thing to say. She's impulsive, though. She really is. Like, to me, signing a 3-year lease like that is impulsive. And that's not like, no, it's not slagging her off or anything. And she shouldn't get hurt as well. It feels like she's maybe one of these people that she gets a label or stereotype. It affects her deeply because obviously we got that little flashback of her mum saying that that's impulsive, and it was. But I think both of these are... They're honestly great actors. Now, I think that she's getting found. She was buried in the woods. She's getting found. It's not a deep grave. Joe didn't wipe anything down. Now, let's pretend he did and we didn't see it, okay? I would actually like, obviously, last episode I said I would like her to be alive and to, you know, her to start Joe and her. Now I'm changing it and say, how interesting would it be if a body does get found, maybe like in episode 4, and then we have 6 episodes of the police trying to hunt down the killers. And also... they may become suspects. How did they get out of it? What lies did they tell? Did they stay together? Did they bond together? Do you know, can they be a couple and stay united throughout it? That would be interesting to see as well.
You could have helped me vanish, Natalie, but now it's time to vanish you. Your husband won't suspect you're missing for a day. All that remains is a cryptic text to your sister. Then I gotta hike 10 miserable miles, catch a ride home, and start packing. Oh, what's this? Boring neighbor? Is that all I was to you?
It's not a trick question. Why didn't you run?
I couldn't convince myself that Henry would be better off.
Unfortunately, that's our time for today. I'm giving you homework. Let us talk. The reflective listening exercise will help structure difficult conversations. The truth is, the easiest thing is to end this marriage. We must choose to stay together every minute from now until death, and that takes a lot of will. So far, I've only heard you fight to be right. You need a deeper purpose. And don't say Henry. If children were enough reason to stay married, we'd have no divorced parents.
Okay, so Sherry's wedding cake was lemon raspberry, gluten-free, sugar-free, fucking happiness-free. That should be a safe bet.
We're still going to that?
Wait, do you have some packing and running to do? I'm sorry. You think that Natalie and us should be the only people who mysteriously don't attend today's party?
What I'm hearing is that you would really like some alone times.
You tried, love. You did try.
I was hoping you could show me the rare books section.
And what makes you think we have one?
Fun fact, a dumbwaiter indicates a basement where a light-deprived mole rat person looks after the valuable books.
Are you looking for anything specific?
I think I'll know it when I see it. Do you mind if I take a look around?
Please.
So, you're an artist?
I'm a librarian.
Anything other than Victorian science books down here?
Is there anywhere that I can see your work? Like online, maybe?
Wildflowers of New York. Is there a reason you need a 100-year-old gardening book instead of a new, cheap one upstairs?
Oh, nothing beats the classics. I can have this back in just a few days.
Less than ideal to steal, of course, but Ellie needs cash, and I can't touch Quinn funds for fear of them finding out where she... What am I fighting for? What am I fighting for? What am I fighting for? Is this really the life I want?
Hi. Welcome.
The only thing worse than a kid's party is a rich kid's party.
Look who's here. Joe! Let's get you drunk!
But seriously.
You may.
Oh, those are gorgeous.
Yeah, I am also opening a bakery.
Love that. So brave. I'm sure you've heard that spot hasn't had much success, but it's never had you, Mama.
Lemon raspberry.
I'm not really a fan of lemon or raspberry.
Already hit my map.
Oh, I'm fasting.
This is what fun looks like in Madre Linda. Glorified productivity. I want the best for my son. No denying this beats a group home, but there's gotta be a third bowl of porridge.
I want you to meet someone. This is Joe. Joe, this is Zoe. Zoe, Joe. You know, I've seen you at the library. I read to the kids there. You and Henry should join sometime.
Nice guy. Maybe I'm still just looking for reasons to run.
You have completely spiked their blood sugar, love.
No, Sherry, they're sugar-free.
There's sugar in raspberries. We don't let them eat fruit.
Check this out. I got the twins wearing those vital rings of Matthews. Heart rates and blood sugar, totally normal. We all wear them.
No. No, no. If Matthew has access to Natalie's ring, he'll be able to see exactly where she is right now.
Got to go back to the body. They've got to go back to it, mate. What a good invention that is. Now, for kids and stuff, I think that's really good. Like, you know, just give them a little ring to wear and you can see, obviously, the heart rates and stuff, but locations, so you know that they're safe when they're playing out. You know, they go out with friends, they go in the field, they go play hide and seek or something, and you can just always see that they're okay and they're in the vicinity around the neighborhood. I think that is a great idea, to be fair. Obviously, tracking vitals, like, you know, like your blood sugar and your... Well, that must be absolutely solid. Like, I know, like, they say, like, these watches and that can do it, but I don't believe that stuff. Like, heart rate, maybe... blood sugar levels and all that, that's some crazy, like, mad technology, especially in a ring. Very interesting. I can't believe that they said that, you know, she's like, they're sugar-free. Oh, there's sugars in raspberries. Well, there is. There's quite a lot of sugar in fruit. But the thing is, it's good. It's natural sugars. I mean, too much, it's excessive. But imagine being a parent that wouldn't let your kid have anything absolute bland as F, mate. You're not having this, no ketchup, no this, no fruit, you know, no fizzer. Even if it's diet, no fizzer, you know, which is mad, actually, because if you get a can of Coke, I'm sure there's like 56 grams of sugar. What is that about? That is so much. But I actually don't mind the husband, you know, the big muscly dude, the one that said about the ring just then. Last episode in this one, he's been okay. Last episode, his wife was annoying. She was slagging love off. And she's passive-aggressive. Oh, this class is too hard for everybody in there. You have to be really fit. You'll get to it. She's calling love, like, unfit. You know, oh, that baker is really bad, but I'm sure you'll be okay. Again, slagging love off again. She's dead passive.
Are you bringing him?
You want to leave him in the car? It's like bad parenting 101.
What's this, 201?
Witnessing us dig up a body isn't.
Why does she look like that?
She's decomposing.
I had to remove her teeth.
Oh, smart, Joe.
What?
He's stuck.
You might want to wait in the car with Henry.
I can handle it, Joe. Just fucking do it.
Oh.
It's cracked. Maybe that's good. It could have just broken when in the bakery when she fell.
Yeah, but what if it did? We still have to move her. The body can't be in the same place that the ring died.
I put the ring on the sink so it looked like she took it off when she washed her hands.
Smart.
What is this? You said we needed a permanent solution. We're on the edge of town.
They're pouring a foundation tomorrow. I drove past it yesterday, so I looked into it. This is a backup plan.
How many of those do you have, Joe? Just drive around making mental notes of good places to disappear people. How did you get rid of her so fast? How did you know where to go? What were you planning for?
What are you insinuating?
Planning to kill her, that's what she's insinuating.
Why don't you love me anymore?
You act all pure and noble, like you have reasons for what you do. But when I do it, I'm crazy, right?
That's how it went.
He is the only reason I'm alive.
I will be burying bodies until I'm 70 years. Because if I'm not 100% into you all of the time, you will keep killing people.
If I'm not enough for you, you'll kill me.
50% of my married clients want to kill each other. Can you think of any times when you felt as violent as you did toward love?
A few.
You're broken. I could never love you.
You're great. What did you do? What did you do?
If someone sees the real me, they'll go away.
But she's sticking around, though. This is the thing. She's seen all of it, man.
What about you, love? When else have you felt the way that Joe makes you feel?
When I feel protective.
What are you fighting to protect?
My family.
Why does love have to be unconditional?
Okay, somebody sees her for who she is and wants to go away as well.
Because if anyone saw how ugly I can be,
They'll go away.
Fair to say, one of the things you have in common is fear of abandonment.
You're talking about the worst things, so why do I feel relief?
In the best marriages, each partner challenged the other every day to be a better version of themselves.
yeah, that sounds nice.
You know what else they don't tell you about teammates? The sex is better. Like, don't bother to describe it to your unmarried friends better.
Oh, I've been waiting to obviously like just speak on a few of the things that we've seen there. So, one, he was trying to get the ring off her finger, and he couldn't, you know, it was stuck. Now, what's interesting is I've got rings. I could take this one off and I could take this one off, but I cannot take this one off. I physically can't. Like, if I pull that as hard as I can barely twist it, it's stuck. That's stuck. I would have to get it cut off or finger broke or whatnot. So it's interesting. Rings do get stuck on fingers. So he had to snap it then and get it off. Now, very smart with them that she put it on the sink. People do take the rings off, take the jewellery off when they're washing their hands. Very good. Smart again. I never thought about moving the body from the same location the ring last pinged. That's clever. And do you know what? I did pose a question in the last season that if you killed somebody, what would you think is the best way to bury them? Now, obviously, it's very interesting because they all got different ways. We've seen it. Joel's tried a couple of different ones. He's cutting the person up and, you know, and put them in a meat grinder. It was very good. It was Dexter-esque. It was similar. He cuts them up, throws them in the ocean. And that's where I posed the question. I was saying, if it was me, I would possibly have to go and dig a hole somewhere, put them maybe in a bag, throw them down in cement that was poured so it hardened, and if people did dig up the ground or whatever, they'd have to go through that rock hard concrete cement to get to the person. That is exactly what Joe proposed here. Very interesting that obviously he had the same mindset. Here, foundations being poured. Now, if you think of a building, yeah, how often does a building get knocked down? Not often. And if it is, it's long standing. Most buildings have been around for more than 100 years, more than a human lifespan. So if a new building is getting built, you could successfully hide a body underneath the foundation, knowing that as soon as that foundation's poured, you probably have got away with it. So very clever. And I like how Love obviously flipped it. Why do you know this place? What are you thinking about? Different ways of killing me, getting rid of me. It's true. Joe only let her live because she was having a baby. That was a fact. And, you know, she's saying, how am I supposed to go on about our marriage knowing that the only reason I'm alive is because we got a baby? Then, obviously, that therapy session was good. I've enjoyed this episode.
A team? Is that what this could be? It does sound really nice.
Wow.
I think they're the Shermans. They put up all these lost bunny signs the other day.
That garden is well nice. They've got sick houses.
Just like that. There you are. The girl, the woman I fell in love with.
I'm so sorry about what I said. You love our son. Of course that you were all in with him.
It's not just him.
The joy of being a team.
I have to tell you something. I would absolutely kill for you.
Love, I would kill for you too.
I promise to do everything I can to make sure you never have to do that.
There are going to be things out of our control. We can make a safe space.
It's very therapized.
Even with therapy, our wounds may take a long time to heal.
Oh, God.
But I know from experience, this gives us options. This offers us time.
Yeah, they're smart, man. He's putting keys in and out of there. She's putting shit in there as well, look. I like it. He's got a key, she's got a key.
You'll dominate your little corner of this town, and
Hey, a fresh tart, mate. I love that name.
It's time.
I couldn't help but notice your rare books need some attention, so I have expertise.
Yo, she's the next one to get killed, isn't she? She's got to be.
Cement is set. We're in the clear.
I mean, she's been gone for days. He's gotta know by now.
She's going round. Oh.
Hi, Matthew.
Natalie's not here right now. Love, this is my son, Theo.
I didn't know you had a son.
Stepson from my first marriage. Thank you for this, but we're kind of dealing with something right now.
So, they know.
Ah, mate, so very, very interesting. Is it finished? Yeah, so I didn't expect that, actually. That, obviously, the person that was chatting up Love at the start of the episode is, indeed, Matthew's son. Now, I don't think it's Natalie's, but he obviously lives in that household. Now, they know something's up. They've just dismissed, well, they've just said, like, pushed kind of Love aside and said, look, we've got stuff going on right now. Thanks for the cupcakes, but, you know, we're really dealing with something and police are coming around. I would love her body to get found, and I would love a proper police investigation to get underway and everybody becomes a suspect. Like Elite, the program. Start off with the murders, police interrogating everyone. Blah, blah, blah. Question. See if people's stories match up. And it'd be so good. We could get it where everybody in the town, you know, that girl running past, her husband, sat in a chair, same question. Love, Joe, get all the different answers. See if the police can put the investigation together. See if they can track it down. See if they can say, yo, mate, she signed a lease with Love for this bakery and then she disappeared the same day. What's going on there? Love was the last person to possibly see her. Yes, we got texts. We got texts to the sister, to Matthew, but Love was the last one to physically see her sign a contract. What's going on? Did she mention where she's going? Can we speak to her, ask a few questions? You know, how was the mood? Very good. That's what I would like to. I would like a body to be found. Now, it's not going to. They successfully poured the concrete. Again, I've got to say, very, very good place to bury somebody. Now, he said the concrete is set. Surely a body's not going to get found. Her ring, maybe. Where that would position them prior, it could be a backtrack, like I said, to the place where they just was. Now, it's interesting, he's put his big, massive cage down there as well. Both of them have got an escape plan. He's got a key, she's got a key. They trust each other, they don't trust each other. It's exciting. Also, do know is, this was a good episode and the therapist was good. I feel like if we can integrate this therapist more and more in the season, it'd be very good. Because it made both of them realise that they're suffering from the same problem. Different ways, same problem, same outcome. Both feeling that when their true colours are shown, abandonment will be an issue and people will leave them and they'll be left on their own. That's a fact. It's been a running story with Joe and Love, and it's good that it's both out there. Both they can see that they're both suffering from the same thing. So again, I really liked it. I like how her bakery as well, mate. You know, is I like the name. Was it a new tart? That was really good, man. It's like a new start. But I also feel like the woman working Prudence in the library, she's going to either make an advance on Joe. I think that Matt's son's going to make an advance on Love, and it's whether or not they can stay strong together, they can deter it, or they take them both out. I feel like one of them are going to die. I feel like Love might die as well. Don't know why. Just because, obviously, 2 seasons of Love, it's quite a lot in terms of, like, a Joe crazy mode, isn't it? So I'm excited. Can't wait to see how, obviously, this season goes. And that's going to wrap up today's episode. Very interesting one. The relationship is still on the rocks, but it looks like they're mending it in different ways. Managed to go to therapy. This one seems pretty good. You know, she was analysing them. She managed to sit them down and she wasn't letting Love do all the talking. It seems like Love was the dominant force in the relationship. She seems to be the the leader, so to speak. She's the one that's doing all the talking. Joel sat back, he was quiet, so that's why the therapist was kind of leaning towards him and saying, let's go Joel first, you know, don't butt in, let Joel say his thing. And it was very good as well. Joel was smart, he buried the body. Pretty crap burial, to be honest, but then he realised that, mate, we need to go and get that ring. We can't leave her in the same location. I thought that was clever. It really was, because I didn't even think of that. And then he chose a decent place to obviously dispose of it. Now, these friends that Love's trying to make, the one that said we don't give our kids sugar and we don't give them fruit, it's got natural sugars in and all this, it spikes the heart rate, she's got to go. She's proper stuck up here. She wants her trying to be friends with everybody. She wants to stamp her dominance around in this town. She's got a blog, they were saying in the last episode, and people don't really challenge her and stuff, and like, she kind of wants to be in control of everyone. She feels like she's dead famous and that. And it's like, Love's really not taken really any care to it, and I think she's dead passive as well. I've mentioned it in the episode to Love. She says, oh, this gym class is really hard, you'll get okay with it. Oh, we all have baby weight, you'll lose yours. Oh, that you've got a bakery, but that people have failed, but I'm sure you won't. Dead passive, man. She's being like, you know, kind of slagging her off about doing it, trying to be nice like in front of her. So again, I would not mind if Love just went after her and said, I tell you what, mate, you're pecking my head, mate. Get smacked over the head, tying you up, throwing you in this cage, and see where we go from there. Do you know what I mean? Change the angle. Not killing out of love, killing out of people seeing the true colours and feel like they're abandoned. Killing now because people are doing their treeing. Now, you can't get a better way of a job application than what Joel just done. Yeah, no CV, nothing. take an old book that everybody knows is absolutely damaged and restore it and take it back to the library. I'm an expert at this. Got my own shit. I could do it. If you need someone, man's here. You know what I'm saying? That is what I call a good job application. Now, what's interesting, she said you need a master's to work in a library. I've got to say that's definitely got to be wrong. You know, there's no chance that everybody working in a library has got a master's degree. But I feel like she was saying that, so then when she says to Joel, oh, you can come, I've made an exception, you know, she's trying to get like brownie points. They're interested. I feel like she is going to play a factor in Joel's story. I feel like she's either going to try and make a move or he's going to fall for her again, which is sad because I actually really like him and love together. And I feel like, you know, if we can partner them up and do two crazy instead of two individual crazies, we have one united one. I would love that. I would absolutely love it. But I can't wait to see where the season goes. Like I said, it didn't go how I thought it was going to go. And I think the first two episodes have been very, very good. Got 8 more. I'm excited. I know that... you know, they're trying to start a new relationship, or not a new location and a new life, but straight away the chaos has already hit the fan. And it's how can they get through this together? Will one crumble or will one stay strong? Or can one obviously unite the other to stay united so that they can get through this together as a team, as a family, as a married couple? That is what I can't wait to see. But that is going to wrap up today's episode. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please smash like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.